you deserve, like a recent $100,000 settlement for a woman with a concussion in a rear-end collision and $2 million for a man seriously injured by a logging truck. Win with Flynn. Serious injury, significant results. Visit winwithflynn.com or call 77-WIN-FLYNN.
I'm Dana Jones-Wynn. Do you remember your first job? As a little girl, mine was in our family funeral home, making sure to leave a single lamp on to bring a sense of peace to our neighborhood. I even suggested changing the room each night, and my parents loved it. Today we continue that tradition with a different lamp burning every night to bring comfort to our neighbors. Isn't it nice to know some things never change? We remain as a family serving family since 1950.
National headlines and the local stories you care about. WLBB, Carrollton, News Talk 1330, FM 106.3.
All right, time right now is 8:30. Good Thursday morning. Welcome to the WLBB Community Voice here on News Talk 1330, FM 106.3. This morning, streaming live online at newstalk1330.com. We are also on the News Talk 1330 WLBB Facebook page. I'll introduce you to my handsome young guests here right now. First of all, in the middle, we've got a young athlete with West Georgia weightlifting, recently returned from the USA Weightlifting National Championships in Colorado, where he earned gold medals in the snatch, clean, and jerk, and we're going to have to find out what all that is. And total, in his age division, he's 14 years old. During the competition, he also set new Georgia state records in all three categories. This accomplishment adds to an already remarkable journey. Francisco had previously broken a national record and is currently on pace to break that record again in his age group. His success extends far beyond the platform. Francisco came to the U.S. from Venezuela after his family endured tremendous hardships in pursuit of a better future. Since arriving, he's embraced every opportunity through hard work, determination, and humility. In addition to his athletic achievements, Francisco is an outstanding student. His teachers consistently speak highly of his character, work ethic, and kindness. He's a role model, both in the classroom and in the gym, showing what dedication and perseverance can accomplish. This story, again, about resilience, gratitude, and the opportunities that come from hard work and community support. We've got Kelly, Francisco, and Lewis with us this morning. Guys, thank you for coming out. And Kelly, thank you for sending me a little bit about this backstory. I guess, first of all, let's talk. We're going to get the mics up to your faces here, guys, to talk. But first of all, tell me about West Georgia weightlifting.
All right, so basically we're the only weightlifting club west of Atlanta. I think the closest one is probably in Peachtree, so it's pretty far away. We started it 3 years ago now, but we've only really actively been competing for 2 years, and we are located on 1400 Bankhead Highway there at West Georgia Health and Fitness.
Is it part of West Georgia Health and Fitness? I mean, is that, or are you guys separate then?
Yeah, so it's a club entity that, we just buy into with USAW, and then from there, that's where we're able to teach it. So from there, we have to get the certifications, we have to be anti-doping, we have to be a safe sport facility, meet all those standards to be a weightlifting club.
I was going to ask, what are those standards and certifications?
So
I can't just invite people into my garage and say, all right, we're going to work out there. And
Correct. So, it's a little bit more. You have to get certified through USAW, which is the United States weightlifting certification. From there, you also have to take other steps when you want to be a club. So being the director, I have to be safe sport certified. So basically, so we can teach the youth, we can make sure that we're guiding them, they're receiving proper training, and basically nothing's bad coming about with them being underage, and so that parents can actually trust us. So it's not just hey, take my word for it.
Yeah.
Right. And then, anti-doping. So we have to be able to know all the rules that go into competing, since they are USAW sanctioned. So that means the actual nation sanctions certain competitions. So it's not you just go to a competition, compete just to have fun, but you also have to meet all those rules and regulations and be familiar with those.
So 2 years in business. And, what got you into it? I mean, you're just a little guy.
Basically just started in. I used to be in the Marine Corps, came out of it, tried CrossFit. It was tough. I couldn't accept that as a Marine, so wanted to do better there. And as I got into it, Olympic weightlifting was just not up my alley. And when I say I was terrible, I mean I was terrible. And
is it that you, not that you were terrible, but everybody else was just so much, more accomplished or more into it?
Yeah, I mean, you had everyone that comes into it with sports backgrounds, and, they like that challenge, competitive aspect. I didn't have anything besides the Marine Corps. So when I went into it, no flexibility, just never really had lifted heavy weights outside of bench press. And, well, I didn't like not being able to do it. So got into weightlifting, really pushed through all that, and well, Francisco holds all the big titles, but
I don't know. We're going to show these off. We were talking about he was carrying them down the hallway, and it's like clank, clank, clank.
Right, but on the modest side, myself and Kelly, we also have Georgia State records, so the team has come.
Let's talk about those.
Yeah.
We want to get to Francisco here, but the importance. I mean, I guess the majority of your clients are they youth? Are they going to be teenagers?
No, so we have them from all ranges. Some
adults.
Oh, yeah. We have some competing in the 40s, 50s, 60s division. So really, with the USAW certification, where it's a little different than everything else, is, technically if you're teaching certain age groups, you want to be certified in that. Well, USAW, when you go into it, since it's all about weightlifting and really trying to get that sport with the Olympics going, they teach you from an early age all the way into how long can you make your career last. So that's why you have different age brackets and different weight classes that you compete in. So that's kind of where we're a little bit different, and well, it does take a little bit more knowledge to be in the weightlifting sector.
Does it, everybody who's in it with you guys, are they doing it to be competitive, or are people doing it to get in shape? Are they doing it to,
Not necessarily. For some, they just enjoy the challenge. It comes with a lot of discipline. It's very, very technical. So versus, getting on a machine and just kind of doing it and it guides you through it, the snatch and clean and jerk are some of the most technical movements out there. That's why you see it in the Olympics and why you don't really see it catered to so much. Not everybody's just a weightlifting club right down the road everywhere, like you would see in a regular gym with a machine, So that's where it's a little different. But that's also what makes it so awesome is you can take it to the competitive level of going all the way to the Olympics, or you can use it as a subset to help you with anything. So if you see any pro sports, any Olympic athlete, they all have some kind of Olympic weightlifting training in their training programs. And that's what a lot of people don't realize, because it is difficult. It's not the easiest movements to just master.
And speaking of those movements, let's get Kelly to talk here a little bit. I know she was the most excited about being on the show this morning. Yeah, you go ahead and pop that up there. And this is like I'm just setting you up. How important is it to have like a coach to get you into weightlifting? And I'll kind of feed you this. I know, like I say, I was weightlifting when I was 18 years old to about 23. But when I started, if I'd had somebody better training me, I probably would. It sounds silly, but I know my right shoulder is a lot bigger than my left shoulder, and I can realize it's because I was actually just pushing more with this one, right? And I was letting it come down with this one. I was pushing up with this one, and so I know I'm off center there. But so that's how I think that's why it's really important to have somebody.
Yeah, if you don't have a good coach telling you what to do and guiding you, you'll do everything incorrectly. Yeah,
that microphone has been screwing up lately.
Okay.
Let's just smack it. I think that's how we've been fixing it. There it goes. I think no, it's out. All right.
But no, I started in group fitness as well, and it was just kind of because I'm a Haralson County girl. So I grew up.
Make it sound like it's mandatory. I'm from Haralson County, so I have to.
I'm just saying, it made me very competitive because I played softball and basketball, and I was just kind of, as I got out of college, I was just kind of looking for something to kind of keep going and keep me competitive. And I started in CrossFit, but then when I found a weightlifting coach, that's what kind of got me into that. Like, I never thought I would get on stage and be competing for medals, and I just kind of was doing it for fun, like you said, to stay fit. And then once I kind of got more comfortable with it and I started getting on stage, I broke Georgia records that I didn't anticipate. Yeah.
How about you? Well, good. Yeah, tell us about yours down there, Francisco. It's like, come on, guys. Let's talk about me a little bit here. But
right.
Tell us about your records too, real quick. Because again, I don't think I've heard of anybody here locally, setting any weightlifting records, statewide or national.
Yeah, definitely not national level, but I do hold the record for my age group. So like he was saying, it's broken up by age division, so I'm considered a master's athlete. So I also have the snatch, clean and jerk and total in my age group, and it goes off of weight classes as well.
Before we do take our break, and I smack that mic around to make sure it works, the snatch, jerk, and clean, what is that? Explain those to us.
All right, so basically the snatch is taking as much weight as possible from the ground and taking it overhead in one fluid motion. Now the clean and jerk will be broken into 2 steps. So you'll take the weight from the ground up to the shoulders and then from the shoulders overhead. But the main goal still is taking as much weight as possible from the ground overhead. It's just in one fluid motion. It's a little bit more difficult than when you can break it into 2 different motions. But like I said, that's maximizing your power output of exactly how much weight for your body weight can you really lift versus, just individualizing a muscle group.
How much do you weigh? Can I ask you that? Is that?
Yeah. Actually, everyone's always surprised. They usually have me around the 180, 190. Usually I compete around the 155 to 160 weight category. I just recently bumped up to about 170, so that's what keeps my numbers not too shabby.
And then in the competition, what is double your weight? Is that setting a record, or is it triple? How much? Your weight
so that's honestly what has us as such a highlight. I know myself, I've done a clean at over double body weight, so typically trying to look around, if you're doing it in body weight standards, you're not really going to see that. So, I mean, it's going to be a lot different than if you see Francisco at 14 years old, and he does, just to throw a number out there, 400 pounds at his body weight of 100 versus you see a 400-pound 25-year-old lifting 400 pounds. It's going to be very, very different.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
On a strength ratio.
So is that 400 number accurate?
No. Not yet.
All right, guys, let me take our first break. We'll come back and continue our conversation. West Georgia weightlifting. Gosh, tons of awards here between the 3 of these people, and we'll come back and talk to the young one after this break. Again, we're on the News Talk 1330 WLBB Facebook page, so if you have any questions or comments or kudos, as we say, feel free to post those there, and we'll come back with more Community Voice brought to you by Tanner Health.
Imagine a place where every heartbeat is monitored with the utmost care, where emergencies are met with swift attention, and where cutting-edge technology enables precise and timely treatments. At Tanner Health, every patient's journey is a testament to resilience, a story of strength, healing, and hope. We go beyond treatment to redefine what compassionate care truly means. That's Tanner Health. That's care redefined. Learn more at tanner.org.
All right, 8:42. Welcome back to the Community Voice. My name's Colin Worthington. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. Our guests this morning with West Georgia Weightlifting got a very good introduction in the first segment, so if you missed any of that, I encourage you to go back later on and listen to the podcast, or you can watch it on the News Talk 1330 WLBB Facebook page. Right now, we're going to bring in Francisco. We did give him a good introduction, and then we just left him out there to dry out while we talked about other stuff. But Francisco, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, thank you for coming out and talking about this. It's fascinating. I mean, again, I want to talk about all those awards and everything, but from Venezuela, that was the part of the story that I was delivered. You've been here in the U.S. for 3 years?
Yes, sir.
Only 3 years? Do you recall that process of coming to America and why you came here?
Yeah, so I went through a lot of stuff throughout the journey with my dad and some family. It was rough, but we came here as refugees. We've been residing for 3 years, like I said. And though everything is like a process.
And the your choice for weightlifting, I think you said you're doing CrossFit in Venezuela. I mean, the equipment. Yeah. I mean, are we going to expect to see the same equipment there that you're dealing with here?
I mean, yeah, the barbells, the plates, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's not like you had to use tires or things like that. I mean, I'm just painting that over the top scenario. But that 3-year process. Are you going to Carrollton High? Are you going to Central or?
I'm in Carrollton Middle School.
Carrollton Middle School. Okay.
Yes,
well, then the choice to do weightlifting. How did you come across these guys?
Well, so me and my dad went to other gyms.
Is your dad weightlifting too, or?
No, he only does CrossFit.
Oh, gotcha.
Me and my dad, we had that thing of doing CrossFit, so we wanted to find a gym here in Carrollton, right? and we went to every single gym here around the area, but they weren't giving us the same attention as they were, you know, and it wasn't the same. They weren't like treating us the same way. So we came into their gym, and it was pretty different. Like, their coaches are actually really good, and they know how to teach you stuff, treat you right, and teach you how to do the movements.
Mm-hmm. You know, what does it do for you? I mean, is it building up confidence? I mean, there's got to be other things it does for you, you know, physically.
Yeah, it has. Like I said, having them teach me is pretty good, because every single program and training that he makes for me has gotten me in really good.
To be a champion, how much time
Exactly.
do you have to spend every day, you know, working out?
Yeah, and that's the thing people don't see. Like, me waking up at 5 a.m. with my dad to go to their gym and train, weightlift, strict diet, because most of the people think it's like just training and that's it, you know? But no, it's also like having strict diet.
You're not eating cheese dip every day.
Right. But yeah, like I said, it's discipline and consistency.
And how cool is it to have your dad there doing that with you? I mean, you're going to want to get rid of him here in about 5 years, and you know you're going to.
No. It is pretty good. Like, every day he goes with me, and I always motivate him. We train together sometimes, and it's pretty cool to have him with me.
Absolutely. Are you guys talking smack in the gym? I mean, see, they're saying, yeah. I mean, there's got to be that kind of, you know, the kind of competition. If, you know, somebody's doing 250, scoffing at that. I mean, I remember guys, I mean, who were just huge, you know, giving me a hard time and stuff. I mean, even cracking on the exercises I thought that I was doing that were doing good things for me. They're like, what the hell are you doing? That's not doing anything. Well, Francisco, tell us about how did you decide to get into these competitions? I mean, how did you know you were at that point and said, all right, I'm ready to, you know, compete?
Okay.
Or is that something that everybody just jumps in and gives it a shot?
So I started as I came into their gym. I started doing CrossFit, and he taught me into weightlifting, where at the moment I wasn't sure to do it or no, because I wasn't expecting myself to be this good as I am now, you know. But yeah, I started doing weightlifting. I really liked it a lot, and I don't honestly know why weightlifting, like Olympic weightlifting, is really popular in this area or in other states, because it's a really good sport. I like it a lot, and it builds a lot of discipline to the person. So I started doing weightlifting. I liked it, and we started going to competitions. I started gaining medals, more recognition, and stuff like that.
And once you get one, it's addictive. You got to get it. You got to keep going, right?
Right.
Yeah, as far as you're working out, I mean, and I don't know if this is still true with weightlifters now, but I think there was a tendency to focus on up top and then leave your legs alone. I mean, I remember a bunch of guys, huge guys with these skinny little legs, and but I mean, do you have to exercise everything to be a good weightlifter? I mean, do you have to work out the legs and everything?
Well, I mean, yeah, I do like squats and stuff like that to build strength here in my legs.
Because that's part of it. I mean, when you're getting that stuff up, right, you need to have a good.
Also,
a good core.
Also, like, I do upper body stuff, so when I'm lifting the bar, it's easier for me.
Yeah, I mean, it really, honestly, that was always my favorite, my go-to. I mean, I probably, you know, I do 3 days a week on the shoulders and the arms, and then, you know, do 1 day on the legs. But I mean, it was, you know,
that's why it's so different. That's more, you know, where I came from. They always make fun of me because when we go to the weightlifting comps, you know, you get in there and everyone's so leg-based. Their legs are huge. They got big calves, and you know they like to pick on me. My legs and calves are proportional, but compared to
that's what I say, mine,
upper body,
right?
Yeah. I mean, I can't help it that I grew up liking the bench press. It's not too shabby for a CrossFitter and weightlifter, but in all honesty, in the sports, it doesn't really do too much for me.
How about with weightlifting? Do you need to do the cardio a lot too? I mean, is that something you definitely have to mix in with that?
I mean, I keep doing CrossFit sometimes, which I
that.
do, which is like cardio and stuff, but my main focus is weightlifting.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to take our final break here. I'm going to come back and talk about these individual competitions. I mean, there's some state competitions, and then the one in Colorado you just recently returned from.
Yeah.
So we'll take that final break, come back and continue our Community Voice program here on News Talk 1330 FM 106.3, and sponsored by Tanner Health.
Imagine a place where every heartbeat is monitored with the utmost care, where emergencies are met with swift attention, and where cutting-edge technology enables precise and timely treatments. At Tanner Health, every patient's journey is a testament to resilience, a story of strength, healing, and hope. We go beyond treatment to redefine what compassionate care truly means. That's Tanner Health. That's care redefined. Learn more at tanner.org.
All right, 8:50. Welcome back to the Community Voice, News Talk 1330 FM 106.3. My name's Colin Worthington, speaking with representatives from the West Georgia weightlifting group on this program this morning. And again, the focus trying to make it on Francisco here, 14 years old. And I mean, we don't know of any other teenagers winning state awards or national awards here locally, right?
Absolutely.
Nope. All right, Francisco, a little proud of that, aren't you? All right, tell us about. I guess you first went to the state, right? I mean, you didn't go national to begin with, did you?
Yeah, I began going to state competition, which was here in Georgia, of course. And that's where I got these medals. Then I started like growing up in competitions, going to bigger ones. And the next one was in Daytona. It was a national one. I got these 3 medals, and I also broke the total American record for all 3 lifts, like the total weight.
How many lifts are you doing, like in each competition? I mean, are you having to lift 5 separate times or 10 times during the competition?
So typically with the weightlifting competitions, it's the snatch and clean and jerk. And that's what makes it so stressful is you only get 3 attempts. So if you drop all of them, you get 0.
Well, you get 3 attempts, but how many times are you competing during each competition? I mean, it's like, so I'm thinking if you got to lift that 10 times a day, you're going to, by the time the 10th time, you're not going to be as strong as the first one.
Right. So that's where it gets really tricky because how it goes in the competition and what most people don't realize is you also do it with who's in your weight session. So sometimes coaches play numbers to limit how much time you get recovery in between or giving you too much rest time. So the main goal is in those 3 attempts, you're trying to perform at your utmost best. So you're trying to hit your 100%. So for example, most of the time you're not going to. So the more novice you are, you might be aiming to be around 90%. But at an Olympic level, you see that they're trying to come as close to 100%, but even then, they might not be doing that because they're just trying to get a number that's competitive enough. So if you drop it, you don't win. So you got to make sure you can hit your 100% at that time. So that's what makes it stressful because you not only have to make your weight in the class, but you only really get 3 chances to do your best. And that's what makes it a little bit more stressful in weightlifting and why these medals are so big because technically all of these are just in a year. So he ended up at state to just see how he would perform. Once we got there for nationals, he had to have a certain qualifying total. You can't just go there. You have to have a certain number that says, hey, we're good enough to even come to nationals. And then youth nationals is even a step higher because that is considered, in the U.S., one of the biggest ones. So you have to have a very competitive qualifying total, and you're going to be there against the best kids in the entire nation from all over the U.S.
Well, what makes him? I mean, what makes him excellent? Why is he standing out? I mean, we got to take some credit as the teachers, of course, but I mean, maybe his father pushing him. But I mean, is there a body type, or just you could say it's genetic?
Honestly, coming into the gym where I'm a little bit different is we build off resilience. So it's not necessarily we see plenty of raw talent in athletes. I mean, you get it all over the place, but the mentality is what really separates it, especially with weightlifting. It's not a flashy sport. You don't just get an award immediately. The discipline that it takes in to get all the technical movements in just one movement, That's what's really the magic. And, well, if you don't have the resilience for it, you can't take failure on a daily basis. You won't grow. Like, you have to be able to want something and have that why for a whole different reason. So honestly, with Francisco and what he's been through coming from another country and those steps that took to get here and wanting a better life, not just for himself, but honestly, even more so for his father, that gives him a different mentality that you don't even see in most men or pro athletes. And honestly, that's why I think that really sets him apart from not only, other kids his age, but adults and people in general. Is that mentality of why he's so successful.
Can you outlift your dad?
Yeah, that's correct.
Well, I know he's more into CrossFit, but still, that would be something if my kid could outlift me. I mean, I'd love it, but I would, I'd bust his chops every day about it. So, well, you couldn't do that if it wasn't
right.
me or something like that. So he's got to take some.
Yeah, and most of the lifts that I do more weight than him.
Yeah, that's awesome. Any other interest in doing any other sports? Has Coach King over in Carrollton come talking to you? Say, hey,
I mean, honestly, no, because I started doing this and I really like it, so I want to keep going and see how far I can get,
Yeah.
and get my goals done and stuff.
And you mentioned failure, so I was thinking about. That's what you're aiming for that when you're working out, right? For your muscles. You're getting to the point that you want them to fail, and then they need to heal, and that's what's building them.
Right. That's more my job of making sure that we're doing just the right amount. We're not doing too much, but we're not doing too little.
Because that's a tendency too. You're excited. Well, I'm not hurting today, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it tomorrow again.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm actually the biggest advocate in the gym, and that's why they do so well. Is if anyone's going to get hurt or go through a bad program, it's going to be me. I'm going to test it out first. I'm going to go through it. And then learning through those failures, I make sure they don't go through the same thing. So they're set up for success a little bit better than I am. But that's what keeps it nice and fun. But yeah, going back on the whole sports thing, going into such a general fitness for me, that's what got me into weightlifting so much as, some of the medals that we have here, we've also done powerlifting. And then one that's not so commonly known is I've done one that's called the 5-bar. So you actually compete in 2 separate competitions in the same day of weightlifting and powerlifting, which would be the bench press, back squat, and deadlift. And so that gives him the capabilities to go into other things. It's pretty funny. We got out there and he's never really played baseball before. So I got out there and we're playing baseball, and having never thrown it, you give him a few little cues and all of a sudden you're like, wow, what did I do? I made him too strong. Now he's making, he makes my kids realize the big difference between, my son's the same age as him, but throwing a baseball, even though my son has more experience, he is packing the power down way more, and it makes my son think, okay, maybe I should do this.
We've got 2 minutes. It's something else that strikes me. Want to get more people to participate and be part of your group, but how do you convince them and a parent that they're going to be comfortable doing this? Anything you get into, if you're the rookie, you're going to feel a little shy about that. How did they make that transition from being dumpy like me, and then all of a sudden I want you guys to build me up next week?
Absolutely. It's getting that exposure of realizing, what exactly we had to go through, the certifications we have. Now we have the proof between myself, Kelly, some of the other athletes, and definitely Francisco. But it puts all those myths and, word of mouth that you get that may not be accurate, because I'll tell you, the snatch, for example, gets a bad reputation in sports, because it requires so much flexibility, so much strength, so much precision that, technically if you don't know what you're doing, it's going to be overly done. So like a baseball player that's out there pitching over and over again, having that wear and tear on your shoulder, doing a heavy snatch is probably not going to benefit you. But doing lightweight and doing it right will, and easy. That's where you want to come to someone who knows what they're doing.
When I was a teenager, we're just trying to outlift each other.
Correct.
Right? That's all you're doing. You're just trying to outlift the other guy, even though it's not good for you. And we got 30 seconds left. What's next for Francisco?
Next is focusing on Worlds. So looking at Pan Ams, branching outside of the U.S., and hopefully, like I said, breaking that national record and Team USA, hopefully.
Are these events on TV? Are they streamed somewhere?
You usually can through USAW. Some of them that might be a little bit more exclusive. You'll have to go through their YouTube or whatever website link they have.
All right, 20 seconds. What location again, and hours, and how people can get in touch with you?
1400 Bankhead Highway. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook. Just shoot us a message through any of those. And you got anything to add, Kelly?
No, I just wanted to brag about him some more and talk about how he actually did PR when he lives in competitions, unlike the rest of us.
Very nice. Guys, thank you. Thank you for coming out. Good to meet all three of you, and we'll hope to see you again. Thank you for watching and listening this morning. Community Voice. Oh, well, I guess we're going to talk about, we got Buff Bagwell on the show tomorrow. I don't think he's going to be in studio. We initially thought he was coming in studio, but we'll have him on the phone. But there's an event in East Alabama that he's going to take part in later on this month, I think. So we'll talk to Buff Bagwell tomorrow morning on Community Voice, brought to you by Tanner Health.